station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston, we are ready for the event.
WBFF-TV, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Station.
Station, this is Candace Dold with Fox 45 Morning News. How do you hear me?
We hear you loud and clear, Candace. WBFF-TV Baltimore, welcome aboard the International Space Station.
Great, thanks so much. We will get underway in just a minute.
Sounds great.
Crew, we are in a commercial break, which is why you can't hear anything right now, but we'll be out of it in about 45. And at that point, Candace
sounds good.
Talking with you.
Okay, perfect.
Stand by.
A Maryland native is living and working in space. NASA astronaut Ricky Arnold is currently aboard the International Space Station. Ricky and JAXA astronaut Norishige Kanai join me live from space this morning. And as a warning, this interview is live from space, so there will be a delay. Ricky, good morning. We last spoke with you live on Fox 45 when you were in Russia preparing for the launch. How was the journey?
Good morning, Candace. It's great to speak with you again. Yeah, that last conversation, it's been a whirlwind since then, and a magnificent launch to the International Space Station. And we've been up here for a month. We've captured a visiting vehicle, a SpaceX cargo ship that brought up a lot of food and other supplies and science. And we actually have done one spacewalk already, so it's been great.
I was going to say, you went right to work on the ISS. We saw you during that spacewalk. I mean, just the images for us are incredible, but describe what it was like for you.
This was the first time, any spacewalk is a special event, but this was the first time I ever flew on the robotic arm, and my buddy Nemo and Scott Tingle in the back were flying, and to actually stand there and let go and have this robotic arm fly you around and not be able to see anything other than space and the Earth all around you was, it was mind-boggling.
Norishige, you used the space station's robotic arm to capture Dragon when it arrived at space station. Talk to me about the process and what research arrived on Dragon.
Yeah, the Dragon vehicle is very precise movement, and from our point of view, it was rock solid. So turned out it was pretty easy to capture the vehicle, and it was also exciting and fun.
A lot of investigations And a lot of investigations that will go underway now. Talk to me about some of them, and what are some of your favorites that you're really looking forward to?
I'll answer one, and Nemo's being humble. He did a magnificent job capturing of two vehicles going 17,000 miles an hour, and grabbing one with a robotic arm is a non-trivial event. One of the most exciting for me was, so far, we've had hundreds going on at any given moment. I got to run a genes in space experiment for a couple of 15, 16-year-olds from the United States who were looking at using a polymerase chain reaction chamber to study the changes that our genetics undergo due to being in this environment. Our bodies change a bit, and we want to find out how much and how to prevent it, or at least mitigate it while we're here. So to have a couple of really bright, motivated kids and be able to do that kind of preliminary research for them was very exciting. And I'll let Nemo talk about one of his favorite.
Well, I have lots of favorite ones, but we are growing vegetables, plants inside our laboratory, and it's very fun to watch. Every day it's growing.
All right, Ricky, I can't ignore what you're wearing there. You have this suit on, but of course, sporting that Maryland flag. We've been watching you with all of the gear. You even saw and keeping up with the Orioles during that home opener. You wore the jersey of Adam Jones. I haven't told you this, but I told Adam that I was going to talk with you this morning, and he wanted me to send a message to you. And he says, just keep shining down on us from above and put in a good word for the baseball gods. If you don't mind, he says that you are a lot closer, and he thinks that you can really help him out.
Yeah, it's been a tough start to the season, but that was a pretty exciting moment. It's really nice of Adam to share that. He's done so much for the city and beyond baseball, and I'm just very appreciative for the work he does with the youth of the city, and just a guy who just gives back to the community all the time. So it's great to have his well wishes here for us.
All right, and keep your fingers crossed up there from Space Station 4 Orioles. But I want to talk to you and about how you're giving back to the city and to the state of Maryland. You are continuing NASA's Year of Education on station. You recently spoke with students from Maryland. That must be a really meaningful moment to make a difference in the lives of the children while you're in space and right here in Maryland.
Well, I hope so. I've been able to talk to some students and also some pre-service teachers, and our kids are incredibly blessed by the people who enter the teaching profession in the state of Maryland and all around the country and the world. And I just want to continue to shine a light on that profession. And, as a nation, we're only as good as the education our kids are provided, and I'm incredibly thankful for the work of all of our nation's teachers. And I want our students to be as well. It's a great profession, and it's a real calling, and people who choose that profession need to be acknowledged.
You've been working hard up there, but I understand that there was recently a pizza night on station. Is that right?
Yeah, we had some pizza arrive on SpaceX, and Nemo, why don't you tell them about your pizza a little bit?
No, actually, Ricky is a very nice chef for us. He cooked the pizza for everybody, and we warmed it up with food warmer, and it was very tasty.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're enjoying your time together and, of course, on station with all of this groundbreaking research. Thanks for all you're doing, and we'll certainly continue to watch you up above.
Thank you, Candace. Great talking with you. And if you can arrange for some crab cakes to be delivered to us, we'd all be very appreciative.
We'll make a few calls. We'll be sure of that. Thanks, guys. Coming up, a mailman.
Appreciate it. So long.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event.
Thank you to all the participants with WBFF-TV. Station, we are now resuming operational audio communications.